the game's getting underway. So this is the second map. It's match point for unknown, but this is definitely a map that NoTear have a great chance to win, to put it to a decider for the DLCOMPARE.
Right off the bat, we are at wins. Let's see how much damage he can actually deal before dying here. And you probably wanted to at least get one kill there, but right now it looks like NoTear is having a killing spree. 3 kills on the board, none taken, and Rishabh and Kreisa already making sure that this room is definitely under control.
Yeah, it appears that way, and I always loved how the rail early on this map, because there's so many beautiful angles where you can peek and rail, and Rishabh has got that pressure onto the quad. Brilliant, he hits his rail too. And now Puri picks up this battle suit. This is such a strong start for NoTear. And Rishabh still just blocking that entry. And look at that, Puri's is he gonna steal away the LG and yellow potentially? No, he's gonna go back to red. It looked like
he was looking for the quad carrier, but he didn't find him. So it's not all about the quad carrier. Does the quad carrier want to actually attack? I don't know if he already died, but it definitely would have been the situation. Yeah, okay. The quad carrier waited actually to find a good entrance into the Redoubt room without taking too much damage. But Puri is having some minor lags, but he's actually dealing with the situation rather nicely.
So the push onto red continues. It's a 7 frag difference, and either team has yet to really control this room. It looks like it's going towards unknown. There's actually holding this, but there is pressure still. But how committed is the pressure? So as we're on is, you can see him with the shotgun going to secure another railgun. Very important to do that. It has an item time on it. And you got to remember your opponents have it too, so you've got to be there the next time it spawns. And look at the pressure coming in. Looks like NoTear want to commit. What was that? I mean, like,
I don't know. It was only two players, and one of them had a shaft, you know, trying to push from that one side. But you know, 2 against 4 on this very map is really hard. Yeah. So maybe they overcommitted a bit again, like we you know, used to see in the past DM14. But right now, looking at the triangulars, looking at your teammates, it definitely looks like Unknown has a really tight control. And again, it looks NoTear really wants the pressure, wants to diminish the stack that the opposing team has, but they don't really, you know, focus on gathering or playing defensive and then going in again. It's just their kind of style. But now it's all about Puri's.
Yeah, Puri's looking to turn it all around.
It's definitely very healthy.
Oh, wins.
Probably is going to go up.
Oh, whoa, wins. I can't believe he went up there. His team had to know his enemy quads. No rocket jump even or anything. And Wins just gets destroyed by Puri. He's just waiting for him, just laughing to himself. And Puri is super stacked still. It didn't take any damage. And Rishabh is defending this rail area. Of course, the typical setup, like you have the guy running the rail and making sure that no one can steal it. You have the guy pressuring the LG area if it's possible.
Such good team play. Rishabh probably got a call, awesome. help me out, and he did great work with the rail. And got shut down.
Yeah, that was a that was a situation where it's like he's committing too heavy. Like he's leaving himself in a spot where it takes him 4 or 5 seconds to get around a corner. And he's in the open, so it's like you have to think about your escape options. And he had a good one at that door. I mean, moving like the extra distance he did doesn't really gain him very much. But
you could also have, you know, jumped into the window to avoid a bit of a damage. But he maybe at that time he was already too far into the quad room, and there was nowhere back.
So it's one of those things where always got to. That's another tactical choice. He chose to take a fight in an area where he didn't really have a way to escape. And he'd be a bit committed. And on this map, every frag counts. Every single frag counts. Every weapon counts on this map too. Yeah. And he had a railgun, and he could be pressuring quad. So definitely something to think about. And it's a 3 frag separation. We've got the power spawning 20 seconds. Unknown very content to work the LG quad, kind of the downside of the map.
And I really want Wins to take the next yellow and maybe another shaft as well to get some ammo. And yeah, he's gonna take the yellow and maybe another shaft, so he's got enough ammunition, but he actually is sharing it. It's also good. But yeah, let's see if Wins is actually going to be the quad carrier, if he's not going to get, you know, shot while he's taking it. This is good. He's going to take the lower route. This is going to be really interesting.
Oh, good LG work, though. That's going to delay him a lot. And actually, you can see all the pressure Puri's under now, but will Wins make the same mistake again? not up the jump pad into the enemy power-up, and we're going to pick up a frag. But whereas Wins, surely he's coming for the attack soon.
Where is he coming from? Is he going to come from the rail? Yes, he's going to come from the rail. And this is going to be really hard for Wins because he doesn't have a rocket.
Brilliant defense by Puri.
Yeah.
Very, very good stuff. Shutting down that angle. Good use of the rocket. And Wins looks so promising too.
Yeah, it looked promising, but also was a very smart play because he knew he couldn't push. And if he had pushed, he maybe would have gotten another kill, but he would have lost all his weapons. So instead of just going all in, you know, he had a quad, but he knew, okay, maybe it's better to attack it at another time.
Yeah, and this aggressive work from Puri so far is really nice. But again, this is a map where you want to watch how much damage you receive, because every frag counts, and holding to your weapons counts a lot too. And on your like superior side of the map, you get a lot more resources. So every bit of damage you deal for like good trade you make is so powerful. And look at this, Puri getting in way too over his head there, too ambitious on that positioning, and does get punished for it by Phoenix from above. And you got to think how much he gave away there. Like a lot of armor, a lot of good weapons, and Phoenix might be. He's got to be careful. Might be a bit too greedy there, but he's going to back away.
But he was out of railgun, so there were rail slugs over there. Probably that was his first thought. Okay, let's get the rail slugs. But he just stayed there because you know, I've got a rail now. I can deal some damage, but couldn't move from above to deal damage. I don't know who killed him in the end.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix was it.
And Puri has to deal with Q50 now. Puri a little slow on the reactions there, actually, and Q50 getting the first shot around the corner. And Puri, gets Q50 off the spawn. Nice support from Flat.
Let's see what Flagshake can do. If he's gonna rocket jump up here, he could actually rocket jump up through the tiny window, but he's actually taking the jump pad. Is actually doing great work here using the rocket launcher. Just denying the movement from the opponent. Yeah. Just nailing him in the corner.
That's always so hard to deal with.
Yeah. And Flagshake still has enough time to get more kills here, and you can see there's always a very good idea to go to the shaft side. You just got a team kill, but
definitely.
Yeah, when you got still some time left on the battle suit, always go to the shaft area because there are a lot of spawns, and also allows you to maybe deny another yellow and another shaft.
Yep.
Which is I usually opt to do that. If you still have enough time, go back to the shaft, try to push a bit more, and when it runs out, go back again. Back to the quad.
That's really where the frags start happening as well. When you start like pushing into that area that they're supposed to be able to control. That's really how you make the big leads on this map.
Yeah, and Kreis are being very, very scary on the low yellow area. And this is where you really are putting a lot of pressure on the opponent. If you have 3 people at maybe red, and then one going with a heavy stack to the lower yellow, you don't have much left. You have the shaft and then another yellow, and your team is just getting squeezed. You can really squeeze the opponent on this map, and slowly you're losing the grip. And Kreis is just
there he gets him.
So clutch, and maybe the 50 HP bubble is up, and can just be really happy. Indeed. Because at the minute everything falls into his hands.
Kreis are working this top position. Q50 has to scuttle away. I wonder when this rail is.
Close air rocket.
Oh, there you go, gets him.
Classic moment, the dodge.
Yeah.
Kreis was way more experienced, and he had the advantage of waiting, when to take the shot. But yeah, Puri is going to be the battlesuit master, and is doing a great job doing a rocket jump right in the face into the quad. Wins heading good rockets,
beautiful,
and annihilating Puri there. Just shot him off into the ceiling. Couldn't really do much anymore, and still Wins has got 10 seconds on the quad. What can he do? He's got 2 frags so far. He's going to move out to the shaft area, and he's not. He doesn't want to commit too much, but actually this is fine. This is fine. He can just retreat, and maybe gonna get a red.
Definitely.
And deal more damage at the shaft area again.
Yeah, his team definitely need to make sure they're all set up on this red. And Wins can be super annoying with this rail. If he manages to hit his shots, he can be incredibly annoying. And let's have a look, making sure no one's hiding around the corner. Misses his shots, and there you go. Fizz connects onto him. Not Fizz. Fizz is on Wins' team. But someone with a rail connects onto him from the quad, so Wins has to fall back, and that's the problem really. And now he can't pressure. I mean, he could even consider giving the rail to a teammate who's a bit more stacked, so he can pressure here.
This couldn't be. This is very so risky. Yeah,
that's way too risky from Wins, I'd say.
Ooh, there might be a push incoming here. Let's see what Puri is gonna do. If he's gonna call his teammates to actually attack from the opposing side, but it doesn't look like it. They're still happy. They're in the lead, 51 to 36. So
taking down Wins was a big victory for them, because Wins could have been incredibly annoying with the railgun when it comes to quad time. It's like one railer can really change a power up like dramatically on this map, and that's Wins out of the factor with the railgun. So now Puri picking up another yellow.
Stacking up for the quad, probably, yeah.
Another rail going to him. And Puri definitely in a good spot for it, but he would like some more armor, I guess. But let's see how this goes. NoTear, of course, wants to extend that lead. It's Chrysler that picks it up. He's going to be the powerhouse. Reshap jumping first, as is the standard move there, and Wins. Well, he got the jump pad. Not going to make the mistake again.
You probably heard the quad, because in that situation he would have taken too much damage again. But yeah,
he finds 3 players. A grenade, facial, another facial as well, and he survives with 30 points of health. But this cannot be a happy times for Wins.
No, probably not. But they're really trying to get the red armor room back under control again. But Wins really wasn't able to deal too much damage in that situation, and right now they're on the back foot again. You can see that, definitely. And really, someone should take this shaft from the opposing team. Maybe Wins can make a call. Yep, he's gonna make a call. Always try to divide the weapons evenly among your team members. But right now you see very heavy push from NoTear, and they're really making a great job here of denying the shaft.
That is for sure. Chrysler is the man with the rail, the man that can make so much difference. He picks up the red armor, and look at the damage he can deal with this. Wow, good. And beautiful. This is really nice.
And once again, another push. Yeah, from Unknown. Unknown really tried to get into this room. They had a nice setup, but Chrysler probably hit like 3 rails.
Yeah, 3 rails in a row.
And that is like
rockets.
Too much damage to bear. Yeah.
And he took nothing in return. And power-ups in 30 seconds. And him taking nothing in return, I was going to say what it means is that if they can hold on to the red, it means like another red for his teammate. That can be amazing for the next power-up. But look at all this pressure. Unknown really wants this.
And look how Chrysler is moving around, always, knowing where you can retreat. And this just really a spectacular play here by Chrysler. Learning how to deal with these high-pressure situations. He's doing it good there. And Wins now in the very high pace, and the battlesuit just got killed very quickly.
Yep.
And Fierce is actually having lag and falling in the lava. That's not good.
Yeah, it's always something that you gotta watch out for. That void is really punishing. There's so many funny videos, like pummel battles.
Yeah.
There's one with Noctis where he jumps on someone's head and like pummels the battlesuit like 10 times or something.
Nice anticipation by Puri there, knowing, okay, he's gonna jump, I'm gonna hit a rail, I'm gonna retreat again. So just doing that extra damage.
And this is something that really can be taken back for Unknown if they manage to pull things together, but it all comes down to these power-ups, and really the power-up play has been so much better from NoTear, so much better. And I think only recently that one, okay, here comes Puri into the attack onto Wins. Oh, missing the rails, he's gonna jump and rail again. Oh, he misses the shot. Oh, unfortunate. But I was going to say that NoTear only very recently have been defending red very well, and that's really where like a nice 10 frag differences come from. Otherwise, it's a super close game where generally NoTear are getting an advantage on the power play. But if Unknown, I think if they switch that around somehow, they can make this a match that they can make this match point a go for them and just take it down. But let's have a look and see what happens. We have Puri trying to stack up for this power up, and let's see whether or not there's going to be pressure coming in. It looks like Flat is going to be trying to help Puri out there.
Actually, I think Puri should have maybe delayed the yellow a bit, because when he takes the quad, he can take another yellow. But we'll see what he does. If his teammates leave out the yellow, he's going to still have enough time to get a really nice stack here. But what is Puri doing? I guess he's just trying to get a frag for the quad is coming in. Yeah. But it can be very risky, because if he eats a rocket, he can fall in the lava as well. Yeah. So 1 second to the quad, and his teammates really making sure that nobody's coming in from the higher entrance.
And Phoenix Cam up the jump pad, and look at the pin. Oh, just manages to escape there. He's still got some armor left. Where's Puri? There he is.
He has to find a situation where he can use his rockets really effectively. Maybe rocket jump in his face, but this is surely going to be, you know, something that he can get away with. Okay.
Unknown. They have to convert super well on this red now. They have to defend.
Only 6 frags.
This could be NoTear saying, let's flood. We know they're weak. Let's keep going. And if they defend really well here, they can pick up a lot of frags. But it looks like either NoTear decided to group up to attack together, or they're calling off any kind of a flood. So it's not a big difference of frags, and there's like 2 sets of power-ups left in this one.
Yeah.
So,
and I like what NoTear is doing. They just they know we lost the room. We don't want to, you know, force the win right now. But Phoenix is doing what he should do. He has got a big stack. No. He's getting caught off guard, getting killed by basically 3 people there. But the idea was good, but he overextended himself a bit. You shouldn't leave the ledge.
Exactly,
You shouldn't leave the ledge there, because you can always retreat back to the rail. But if you go in too deep to near the jump pad, it's just really hard to get back, because you get you fall down.
Can be hit from like 4 or 5, actually 4 or 5 places you can be attacked from.
And he had the weapons, so he just you know, should wait right here. You know, just have good positioning.
Completely agree. That's the thing though, and like that's why this map can be so punishing. Oh, good rails from Flat. Oh, misses the third. Still looking for the angle, but this is why this map can be really punishing, because every frag does really count, because positioning can be so important, winning position. And like you said, holding that position is more important than the risk of dying there. And now that they don't have that, it slows them down.
That's an interesting move by FACEIT, but it was a good move, because right now he can at least try to do some damage.
Misses all the rails, and Chrysler picks up a strong quad here. And here's Puri also. So that this is both power-ups going to NoTear. This should only mean that they're securing the game, to be honest. This could be such a strong way to finish.
Now they can squeeze them from both directions, basically. One goes high, one goes low, and this is exactly what's happening. And close combat, Phoenix is not gonna win this, not with a battle suit and the rocket in the hand. And back to the red, full control. Very tight
17 frag difference now. It was around 13 to 12, and it's just extending.
And just shifted so quickly with a power up, and prior to that, just 10-15 frags was very quickly converted here.
Holding on 18 frag difference now, and it's really good. 20 in fact, 20 frag difference, and look at this person pick up 2 spawners. Excellent. Oh man, this is just frags that are going to be impossible to get back at this point for Unknown. So they're going to have to look forward to the 3rd map, I think. I think it's fair to call it.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
2 minutes, 1 more power up. Oh, very close. If you want to pull this off, you have to.
Both power-ups, both insane runs.
Yeah.
Everyone hits everything.
But you can see that NoTear's really, you know, fighting this off. They know, okay, you're not gonna. Even they're trying to get the room back, but as you can see, you know, everyone is in here trying to get the frags off on the board. But Chrysler is doing a marvelous job, just mainly single-handedly taking charge of this room, because he's got all the weapons he wants. Oh yeah, he needs to.
Chrysler is really good at fighting. You can see, again, like, in so many moments you can see how he sets up shots. Like there was one shot rail where he's like, he knows he has to hit the rail. Oh, lovely from Puri there. Just blocking Felix into the void, avoiding that BS. But yeah, it's really good to watch Chrysler, like, because you know those like little decisions in the fights, like positioning and how you wait for the shot and stuff. I think that's one of the things that is the most ambiguous to players who don't have the experience.
Yeah,
it's like one of the hardest things to really see or start doing.
Also in the red armor, because we see him, you know, battling the red armor quite often, is the way he uses the geometry of the map. to hide, and he always knows where to find angles, because it's actually quite hard to find good rail angles in the quad room, because they're doors, and you know, it's very tight spots that you have to hit. But when you're in the zone, you can deal a lot of damage, because you're not gonna take any. You can always retreat, and there's nowhere the opponent, you know, with the shaft can actually come near you.
Exactly. And you can also like play around with forcing your opponent based on like what weapon he has, forcing him into certain situations. Like if you have like a rocket or something. I mean, it's the classic duel situation, the defensive. You know, like you move around a corner, forcing them to like come around that corner. You know they're going to move there. You're forcing them to do that. There's lots of other little things like that in TDM, which is not seen in duel so much. Because you often won't see like a guy with a shotgun trying to take down a guy with a lightning gun. Like chasing him and stuff. So definitely a good performance from NoTear. It was close for quite a long time, till the last 5 minutes. It was anyone's game.
And I think Chrysler, 2 times in a row, he has been the most damage dealer, or he has got the award of being the most efficient damage dealer so far.